But like this was John Dillinger chilling in this alley with this little ghost over face, and it was
Guys, it's Katie.
And I'm Gina.
And we are H.H. Holmies.
I thought it would suit where we live pretty well in Chicago, you know, H.H. Holmes, you know, not to brag or anything, but the U.S.'s first serial killer, you know, right where we live, so yeah. That's kind of a big thing.
Yeah, and it kind of goes along with our content, not like that we're serial killers, but like our content and that we do spooky videos.
We're gonna try to provide some spooky videos, some investigations for you guys, because not a lot of people have some paranormal content around Chicago. It's mostly based in like LA or New York. So we're like, we live in one of the most haunted cities in the US, maybe the world, I don't know. So there's a bunch of stuff going on here, so why not investigate it?
And we thought it would be cool to do more like investigation style videos instead of just talking videos, because like those are fun to watch, but like
and we'll get into some like you know cool, well, you know,
like
everyone's doing the conspiracy theories, everyone's doing, you know, Mandela effect, like,
and like we'll do that, but we're also going to do investigations. We thought for our first video it would be awesome to do an investigation of one of the most haunted pubs in Chicago.
It is, it's one of the oldest too. It's called the Red Lion Pub, and it is open in Lincoln Park, and it is very like it's based off like an old English pub basically, and there was an older version of it, and I'm pretty sure the son of the owner just renovated it, and it's beautiful. Like, we'll show you some pictures that we took in there, literally, like
obviously a lot of videos.
Yeah, videos, like you could see like the bookshelves. We sat next to a fireplace. It was very cool, and it was built in 1882, and obviously if a building's that old, it's gonna have some pretty some interesting stuff happening in it.
So if you're interested in seeing our investigation of the Red Lion Pub / hearing some stories about it, then just keep on watching this video. Hey guys, we are at Red Lion,
the historic Red Lion Pub.
Yes, it is.
Chicago.
Yeah, it is one of the most haunted bars in Chicago.
I've heard the most haunted
bar in Chicago. I heard some great stories about it. Well, one great story about it. So anyway, we're gonna go in and see if we get any spooks.
All
right.
Excuse me.
Drinks. Bar. Do you have some bar? Go ahead. Sure. The fire's so bright.
A couple things I have heard about this place. Here, obviously, it was remodeled, and I think they have what they call like the African room upstairs, which is supposed to be more haunted, some not so happy things that happen upstairs. So we're gonna try to get maybe see if we can get some footage or some recordings, and ask the staff around here if they've seen anything. But this place is amazing.
Yeah.
So we just asked our waiter if he has experienced anything spooky or haunted going on in here, and he said that he personally has not, but that a lot of things happen late night when the owner's here, and it's just him. So he'll hear things going on in the kitchen and no one else is in the building. And the waiter did say that if he had heard anything, that he wouldn't be working here anymore. That was the
My wife. She was just asking if anyone was here and if they bothered the owner. Nothing too exciting.
Oh, we're getting some energy here. What is this? So the word fun just came up on here really quick, but then it vanished. So maybe the ghost was like, I'm having some fun, but not too much fun.
But not too much fun.
It was funny that I asked if it bothered the owner and it said
fun. Like for fun.
Like, are you having fun? Is it fun to you to make a noise? Ain't it fun?
It says computer. Oh, there we go. What does it mean? What you mean, computer? I'm so. What's blinding Danielle?
See, you can't ask her questions after she starts laughing, then she's completely done. Oh, who's here? Do you have a name? Did you live upstairs?
Are you Italian?
Who's saying you Italian?
Are you Italian?
He's making me Italian flag. Dabbing on them hoes.
This is our Shane here. Are there any horny boys here? Oh, Daniel.
That's your name. Not close enough. It knows her name.
Daniel dabbing on those. She just said she was gonna throw herself in the fire.
The fire feels really nice.
Yeah. And it just says, sometime.
And I said I was going to become one of the ghosts. when I throw
Eventually.
myself in the fire.
Can I throw myself in the fire now? Should I?
Should we do it?
Hey, ghost.
Why y'all ask them dumb things like that?
I'm just trying to ask this ghost, why men ghost?
Maybe the
The ghost, do you know why men ghost? Let me out here.
Wait, do all men know? No?
I just dead asked the ghost why all men ghost. Because I've been recently ghosted, and it said, he said, I guess Daniel said, sorry.
Back at it again.
We're asking really serious questions tonight. Wow.
Not all men. Not all men.
Danielle jokingly asked if she was going to marry Dev Patel, and then like something else, and then I think the ghost is just having a really good time, like being involved in our conversations, and also we just screamed at everyone in the restaurant.
It's just having a good time. He's having a good time talking about.
Stop until this ghost tells me I'm married.
Like, where are your bones? Are your bones here?
Okay. Of the Red Lion Pub. It says that it was built in 1882, and at the time it was surrounded by farms and countryside. And actually directly across the street from us is the Biograph Theater, where it is also supposed to be haunted, and John Dillinger was shot in the alley of that. So we're right here.
Matt used to work there. We can get a employees inside scoop from there. Okay, continue.
I think it was that he came here before he went to the Biograph, and he was killed afterwards. Al Capone and his organization of mob soldiers and crew hung out in the neighborhood and during Prohibition. In the 1940s, the Red Lion Pub was the building was the Wild West type of like saloon kind of place. Yes, the third floor was always used as apartments until recently when they became overfloor storage. So it was said that, you know, a lot of workers would go up there to entertain people. And then it was remodeled. So, you know, those still like remodeling. So that's probably why there's been more activity. Kind of making, take a shot of malt vinegar.
That's like half water too. Look. Come on.
Oh!
Yes, Daddy.
Thank you for being my clickbait, Daddy. When Gina does a shot of malt vinegar and has to ask.
Oh, we're getting an answer.
Became
Stupid?
Became deaf.
Do you watch Supernatural? Did you watch the season premiere?
That's still going?
Still going?
They are here.
The thing about I wonder how many spirits are actually here, because this place, this whole city is very, very old. Yeah. So when you go into the pub, it's also like obviously like a restaurant and a bar, and they do have an upstairs area where you can go and sit down and look over the entire pub. So there is actually another journalist or someone who went there says that there is also a woman who lives on the second floor. It specifically says the eerie sensation really picks up as you start to ascend the red carpeted stairs. It's like walking into a different climate, a really spooky one. Which is interesting because, I mean, Katie, you know, had a little, you know, we had some beers beforehand, so, you know, we were all having a fun time. But it is true, like, these stairs are very old, wooden, like carpeted, and like going up them, I really didn't feel it till we got to the top. And then like I asked you and Danielle, and I said, hey, you know, does it feel like really different up here? Like it's just like, you know, downstairs it's like warm, everyone's drinking, it's a good time.
Yeah, like,
with our iPhone ghost app.
It was mostly like a really like chill, like lighthearted vibe, I feel like. Yeah. And then like when we went upstairs, like
it was just very, like my stomach like dropped a little bit. So of course when we were up there we had to take some flash photos, you know, just in case we got any ghosties on camera.
Yeah, and so here's this super cute picture of me, but this is we'll put these up on the screen too so you can see. But so Gina took this picture of me and I'm just like standing on the stairs, and as you can see in the picture, which should be on the screen now, there's like nothing behind me at all.
And
like
the wooden
there's
banister in the background, there's no lights.
There's nothing like whatever.
It's all dark. And then and then in the bottom by Katie's feet
there is,
it's like by your hip, it's by the back on the pictures, and we'll zoom in on it for you. And there's like a little blue light like floating back there. And when I first looked at that, I was like, oh, that's like a reflection from one of the lights. But I was like, there are no blue lights there, and it looks like it's you know when like you catch something in motion, and it looks like it's moving and it's blurred. Like that's what it looks like. And so first I was like, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, so it gets like weirder because then there's another picture which we'll show now, which is the same staircase, but the blue light is there and you can see it, but it's like up.
Now it's up,
like
above,
it's moved
where it wasn't before.
I think that we took the picture of me first or second.
I think I took this one first.
Okay, so it must have been moving like down. So like it must have been moving like this way, but like you can see like the trajectory of it moving, and it definitely looks brighter towards the beginning.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not on, first of all, it's wood and nothing can really reflect off of the wood. Yeah. The lights aren't anywhere near where that is, and also if you can see, it's literally floating above where the wood is, and it looks like it's the same in the other picture where it's like moving, like it's this blue light that's like moving, and it's like, why is this not in the other picture and now it's above, and then the other picture it's below by Katie, and it's like the same shape, same blue color. It was very here. This is the answer we got. So we're gonna do some more exploring after we get our check. We're just waiting patiently right now. And
I need a margarita.
John Dillinger. Okay. Are you back here? You should let us know now because it's really cold. Wait, something's coming up.
Johnny.
I think I saw you at the Lake County Jail in Crown Point.
Too high up.
You're too high up?
No.
Old Johnny.
What do you mean you're too high up? Do you mean like you're dead because like you're below the ground? But not here, obviously. Is it true that you still haunt the Biograph Theater?
And now it's gone.
Falls.
Fall too like high up. Falls.
Like he fell when he died. Chicago, where the ghost kid even give you a straight answer.
So yeah, after we took the pictures upstairs and everything, we went down across the street. Yeah,
to the Biograph Theater, which is across the street. Where I don't know if any of you guys have heard of John Dillinger. Was he like a bank robber?
Yeah, he was like famous. Yeah, back in the
criminal
era.
You know, because the Biograph Theater is a very famous theater across the street in Chicago, and John Dillinger saw his last movie there, and then he was shot to death in the alley across the street. So we're like, of course, if we're at the Red Lion Pub, we have to go across the street to the Biograph Theater in the alley, because, you know, 3 girls standing in a dark alley at night is really a good idea. Yeah. But we had to find something anyways. And so, you know, we're just taking flash pictures around.
Okay, it's just like a ghost app, but like we felt like most of the responses were like intelligent and like relevant
not
to
just
what
like
we were
random
talking
words,
about.
Just like, okay.
Yeah, because if they had been just random words like, oh, like ghost, dead, bones, like, you know, like really generic words, I would be more skeptical. But the fact that they were like very like relevant, it felt like throughout the whole thing, really kind of like, I don't know, it was spooky. Granted, it's an alley,
but you know when you're somewhere and you're just like, I want to get out of here really fast. And I kind of got that when I was there with Katie and Danielle, and then we went to a restaurant next door, and I sat down for maybe like 5 seconds, and I was like, you know what, guys? Like, I have a feeling that I need to get some pictures of that alley. Like, something's not done.
And I wanted a margarita.
Yeah, Katie wanted a margarita, so I was like, you guys stay here. If I'm not back in 5 minutes, come find me. So I went to the alley, and I'm just taking flash pictures on my iPhone, and nothing's really come up. And I'll show like a before and after picture, because I snapped one of just like the regular alley, and then another one, and there's a little tiny, I don't know if it's what you would call an orb in the corner. But at first I was like, oh, maybe it's reflecting off the light in the alley and it's just showing up. But then I zoomed in closer and it's not it, because it's see-through. And also, like, you know, zooming in closer, you can see this tiny creepy face.
And we'll put it on
in
the
this
screen
orb.
here.
It's not a very big orb, but it's a good orb. And I know there are some people that are very skeptical of orbs, and I don't blame you because they are very close to dust or balls of light, but it's like, listen, homegirl knows the difference between dust and an orb with a face in it. And I can tell you, I'm the type of person that's not automatically like, oh my god, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, no, if I think it's dust, then it's dust. Or if it's like a piece of light, then it's that. But like, this was John Dillinger chilling in this alley with this little ghost or face. And it was right after I went back, and then it's not in the other pictures at all. So, you know, we'll have that up there, and then you guys say what you think about it. And I mean, it creeped me out.
It creeped me out when I saw it. And also it's funny because I grew up in Crown Point, Indiana, which was another famous jail. Well, it was a famous jail where John Dillinger escaped from, one of the many. And when I was a kid, my friend and I were really into ghost hunting, and one time we were walking like by the old jail, and there was just like this guy, and he was like walking behind us, and it was so creepy, and he like looked like he didn't belong. Like, it was, I mean, this is like the, you know, early 2000s, whatever, but he did not look like he lived in the early 2000s. Like, he looked like dead ass, like he dead ass looked like a person, and he was just walking behind us. And like, granted, it obviously could have just been like a strange dude, but like,
was he like dressed up in like,
yeah, he was just like, well,
clothing?
he was just, yeah, like he was wearing like very like plain stuff, but yeah, it was like some old time pants-ish, and then just like a white, like a plain top, you know? And like, he was just walking, and he was so close to us, like we were walking, and then like, he was just so close behind us, it was like an uncomfortable level of close, like behind us. Yeah, and then like, all he did, because like we got kind of freaked out, so we just like kind of like beelined across the street, because we're like,
yeah, because there's a weird man walking behind you.
And like, all he did was like stop by the alley where it's like closed off, but like there is an alley, and so there's like a fence, and I can't really describe it very well, but and he just like tossed some rocks that were like on the ground, like over the fence, and then like we were just like, what the heck? And then like he was gone, like he wasn't. And like, that sounds like I made it up
before. That's crazy.
Yeah, and so that was like, we told my friend's mom about it, and she was like, maybe you saw like the ghost of Dillinger, or like another like inmate or something. Yeah. But yeah, so
it was just pretty crazy that, you know, we went to this alley not really expecting to get anything, and not only did we get the word homicide come up on this app when we were asking questions, but we also got an orb. Yeah, it was very creepy. And so we got some pretty good experiences from both, you know, like going into this is our first video that we're doing. Yeah. We didn't really expect to get anything, you know, maybe hear some stories, you know, have a few drinks, have fun, and we ended up getting 3 orbs. We got 2 orbs in the or what they might
unless
be.
Unless it was one, like moving, whatever. But
probably some creepy feelings, and then some communication behind the biograph theater too,
which also I think is like interesting, given my childhood experience with maybe John Dillinger.
They knew,
so
knew
like maybe so maybe there was a connection there. But yeah, it was kind of cool. But and we'll do an investigation on like that. If
we're gonna do, we'll try to do the biograph theater separately, but we have a bunch of stuff lined up for you guys. We're gonna try to post almost every week. Unfortunately, living in Chicago, it is literally like 10 degrees every day, so it's kind of hard to do stuff outside. But
do like conspiracies and stuff, like more inside
Let
videos.
us know if you guys want to do anything specifically, or any places you know in Chicago that maybe we don't know about, and that we could go to and post some content for you guys, and maybe get some communication with some ghouls, some spirits, some spooky boys. So let us know down in the comments, and we hope you like this video, and let us know what you think of some of the things we caught.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye guys.